Yeah, first of all, just wanted to thank our fans. Sellout homecoming was a great crowd. Really appreciate that. The positives in the game, plus 2 in the turnovers. I don't believe we turned the ball over on offense, was always big. I had another big punt return, and that's been a big thing for us. You know, the first 3 games, and it definitely was today. I think our defense did a very good job, especially in the first half. You know, when the offense was sputtering a little bit early. You gave us a short field right down there. And I thought that was a big factor in the game. We had some big plays in the passing game, you know, the one right before halftime. I think that was one of those things that gave us a little breathing room on that. But overall, you know, we're extremely happy that we won. We're 4-0. We played some good teams, and I think we're in a good spot now, and we're fixing to enter, you know, the grind.
Questions?
Gus, early on each half, struggled on third downs again. I think combined 1 of 7.
Well, yeah, I think up to this point, I think we were doing real well on third downs, and one of the best in the country until this game, and we didn't do a very good job today. And I really felt like the first half, that was really the big negative. You know, and the second half got a little bit better, but obviously, you know, that needs to be a point of emphasis. We've been pretty good on third down, you know, up to this game.
Are you satisfied with the execution by the offensive line, the running game today?
You know, I mean, we rushed for quite a few yards. I mean, once we see the film and all that, we'll see, you know, as far as that. But we did have some good rushing yards.
How tough was it? I mean, you had to shuffle some guys around when Patrick Miller went out.
Yeah, anytime you lose guys and you know, you move people around, you know. But the good thing is we do have some guys with experience that has played before, and you know, in practice we mixed and match, you know, before, and so shouldn't be too much of a shock to our system.
As for Quan, that's one of the best games of his career, certainly receiving punt return as well. Just what's your reaction when you see a senior who's been through as much as he's been through?
Yeah, you know, we talk before the season about seniors, and this is their year, and we ask our seniors to play the best they've ever played before. And he really has been raising his level. A game like this, you know, he really made some impact plays to help us win. I believe 3 touchdowns, 2 through the air, and then the big punt return. So very happy for him, and he's definitely raising his level.
How are Pat, Casanova, and Chris?
You know, I'm not real for sure. I mean, we'll get them checked out, and you know, we'll know a little bit more.
How tough was that first half where you had 4 or 5 just go out and have to go to the locker room? It seemed like they were on us.
Yeah, you know, we've been pretty fortunate up to this point, and there was a stretch. There was quite a few guys that were going to the locker room and all that. You know, it's the season's a grind. You know, so hopefully those guys will be okay.
Gus, how much do you have to continue to improve to deal with, as you called it, the grind coming up?
Well, you know, that's the critical component each week to improve. You know, we don't want to peak yet. You see, every year there's teams that peak, and then they start going like that. We still want to continue to go up. Obviously, we have a very tough game. You know, next week we are at home, and so we just need to keep improving. We are 4-0 though, and so that's a good thing.
How do you feel about the 300th win at Jordan Hare? Is that important to y'all going into this game?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely big. There's no doubt. Being homecoming is another big thing. Having a sellout, I mean, that's a very big deal. Our players appreciate that, and our coaches do too.
On that second, on a long touchdown from Nick to Quan when he reverses course, when you're watching that as a coach, is the plan there basically to turn upfield and hope for a receiver to get something like that?
You talking about the last touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just it was a scramble situation. You know, you have timing of your plays, and when things break down, you have scramble rules. And so our guys were just trying to get open, and Nick ad-libbed right there, threw the ball up. Quant high pointed the ball, you know, in traffic, just made one of those impact plays. It was a couple. I think Duke had a pretty good catch too.
What do you think when the ball's in the air? Are you
just waiting for it to come down? I don't know what you were thinking. Just, you know, hoping he catches it.
What'd you think of Nick overall?
I thought he did a good job. I mean, he ran the football, ran our offense, made some good throws, you know, and he bought some time. You know, there was a couple times when things broke down, he bought himself some time and made a play. I think one of them was a big scramble play in the first half. It was a big play in the game too.
Specifically in the passing, I was going to say specifically in the passing game, were you pleased with his decision making?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. We didn't turn the ball over. I mean, I think that's the big thing. And you know, he threw a couple touchdown passes. What was it, 3 touchdown passes? So, you know, pretty pleased.
Was it good to get your backup linebacker so much
playing time in case you need them next
They got a
week.
lot of playing time, there's no doubt. That's the positive. There's a lot of young guys out there. They got a chance to play and do their thing, and that'll help us, depth-wise, moving forward.
Gus, what do you think the key was to your defensive line's push, especially in the first half? They seem to be getting upfield a lot, and they wasn't able to do anything.
We were playing in their backfield. That was good. We batted a couple balls down. I thought that was big. Montravius had a big impact play when he tipped it, caught it, and almost took it to the house. You can see, he can really run. He's a good athlete. But, our D-line really set the tone playing in their backfield early.